They say at 17 years old, I was told to go to the school counselor's office for 10 whole sessions over the school holidays should I want to continue school. I was going through a lot of troubles in school. I was going through tension headaches. I couldn't go to school for a lot of time. I couldn't pay attention, couldn't concentrate, couldn't do homework, and all of those kind of problems. So I had to go and see a school counselor. On my first session, the school counselor gave me a piece of paper. It's actually a bunch of papers. And one of the questions says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you? I laughed at the paper as I looked at it, and I asked her, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you? What kind of ridiculous questions to ask? She got upset, I guess, because she took the paper away, and as she was putting back into the folder, she said, okay, Mr. Ashraf, if you don't think you need counseling, you don't have to come to counseling. And instantly, the whole counseling session ended, and as I was walking out of the counselor's office back to my home, because it is the school holidays, I thought to myself, my goodness, adults do give up on children that easily. The thought was quite upsetting. I also had one more thought. I recalled everyone else who tried to help me at this point of time, but no one could really help me. Eventually, it kind of stopped. And I thought to myself again, adults do care, but they quite do not know how to help. In fact, some of them help by insults, by saying like, you're lazy, delinquent, or statements like, if you don't go to school, you're never going to be successful. Statements like, you'll become a road sweeper, and just statements like this is quite upsetting. It's not really helping me back then. And this was one of the changing moments of my life. I wanted to help kids. I wanted to learn psychology and help kids, and in a very different way at that age. Then, as I was pursuing psychology, my lifestyle was just go to work. I was a gymnastics coach. I'll share with you a lot more events that happened, positive events that happened that gave me culture shock. And I'll stay in Starbucks and just read and study my assignments in psychology in Starbucks. And I found myself reading lots and lots of papers and writing and reading books on how to overcome anger. I had a lot of issues like social anxiety disorder. I couldn't talk to people. I had stuttering. I used to be able to stutter a lot. I got a lot better mentally, emotionally. At this point of time, at Starbucks one time, a girl came up to me, and a girl wanted to be friends with me. At that point of time, I didn't want to be friends with anyone because basically I kind of lost trust in a lot of people. And she began telling me all of her personal problems. And at that point of time, all I could say is just, your life could only be upwards from now on. I did not want to be one of those adults who kind of share with me mumbo jumbo stuff and in the end upsetting and not really helping. So I just told her that and I just left it at that. 2 weeks later, I saw her walking past Starbucks again. She looked distraught. She looked like she needed help. And at that point of time, I got two choices. Leave her at 12 a.m. in the morning. I don't know what might happen. And number two is sit down and talk to her and try to do something. I'll share with you about this experience that made me want to go and get professional training in terms of communication, in terms of psychology and emotions. This event really changed my life. All right, moral of story for this video is there are such thing, or at least I want to bring awareness to this whole phenomenon on communication. There are such thing as ethical and unethical communication. There are such thing as how words can impact, can change, can derail a child's life. Had that school counselor dealt with me in a very different way, I would have been completely different. I'm very confident about that. Had people around her, this girl that I met in Starbucks, she dealt with her in a very different way, or spoken to her in a very different way, her life would be a lot better, right? So that's all I want to share for this video, is just the awareness that there is such thing as ethical and unethical communication, and that we all should pay special attention to this should we want to have an empowering, ethical, growth-filled environment